Hello everyone, welcome to Rise of Industry. This is a new game that just came out on Steam for purchase actually, February 9th, I believe it was. It's been out for a little while in the alpha stage. I've seen, a couple YouTubers that I watch have been playing it over the last few months, and it looks like a really interesting game, looks really unique. And now that it's available for purchase, I didn't get into the the pre-alpha stuff and everything and trying it out, but now that it's available, I've decided to go ahead and start doing a series on it. I did a live stream the other day and had a lot of fun with that, and yeah. So anyway, I'm just going to get into the game here just a little bit. So Rise of Industry, you take the reins of a small company and build an industrial and financial empire in this 90s-inspired strategy tycoon game. Now, I'm reading this directly from their website, so please bear with me. It is designed with an eye toward both accessibility and depth. Rise of Industry, formerly known as Project Automata, takes inspiration from classic games like Industry Giant, Transport Tycoon, Anno, and Factorio. Very interesting, because I kind of thought there was a little Factorio theme in this. It felt like it. Anyway, there's enough strategic complexity and replayability to satisfy the most experienced lovers of the genre, while its user-friendly mechanics ensure that new players will love it as well. Pardon me. So, the amount of time that I've spent so far on this game, that isn't everything, that's just, a little bit. With what I've spent, the time that I've spent on this game, it can get very challenging. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this in career mode, because you have 3 different modes that you can do, and then you have the tutorials that you can do as well. Tutorial's kind of short. I wasn't a real big fan of it, but, it was all right. Anyway, so you have that if you want to go through and do that. Custom game, I've barely even tried figuring this game out, so I'm not even going to try and figure out how to do a custom map and do my own resources and everything else. Not going to happen. Free play is what I did the live stream on. It unlocks all of your tech trees and everything, and you can just go and build, and it's basically a sandbox mode is what it is. So it's not very exciting. Not a whole lot to do there. So we're gonna do career mode. You can build your own empire with nothing but a little money and a dream. Set your own difficulty, grow through the tech tree, and rise to the top. So that is what we're gonna do. We have 3 difficulties that we can choose from. We're going to do newcomer because we're new. We're completely new. The game is still in development. They released it for early access. There's a lot going on with it and everything. So we're going to do newcomer for now in this series. I guarantee you there will be another series later on down the road. It just depends on what updates they come up with and so on and so forth. So we'll go ahead and hit play and get the game going. The one thing that I'm really looking forward to with this game is really just kind of seeing how it evolves. This is one of those games, when they're out for early access, I love to see how they keep evolving. I'm doing Sim Airport right now, which is a great game. Been playing it since it came out on early access, and it keeps evolving, and it keeps getting better and better. All right, so here's what we're going to do. So here we have our region map, okay? So you can see we have all of these little towns all around here. So we have a planning office. We have Lower Alsace, okay. Froxdale, interesting. Hadley Strutt, East Cass, okay. All of these different cities and everything, and then you can see, you see a purple line here, yellow line right there. I don't know if you can see that. Let's zoom in a little. So you have the purple and yellow lines. So this is a district, and then on this side of the yellow line, this is a district. In each district, you have your own type of resources, and you have to have a permit in order to build in that district. So say I want to build in this district. I'm not going to yet, but I'll click on, so this is Told's Village area. And in the region itself, it has coal, copper, fish, iron ore, and wood. Interesting. Now, in order for us to build in here, we have to purchase a permit. Now, since we are on newcomer, we start out with $25 million. Now, I don't know how much money we start out with when it comes to normal or veteran, because I haven't even tried those yet. I'm not even going to. Not going to happen. But anyway, so it tells us what our surface area is, how much it costs for the permit. What you want to do is you want to think about the strategy. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to think about the strategy that I have and what exactly do I want to do with my empire. Now, before I can do that, and before I can even build anything, I have to choose a specialization. So, to do that, I'm going to click on the tech tree. So, the specialization that I can do, you've got gathering, farming, industry, and logistics. This is where it gets a little difficult because it's once you choose your specialization, you're pretty much stuck with that. Okay. Now, we could do industry. We could do farming. It all depends on where I want to go. So in like this area right here for Tolds, we have a bunch of forest around. We have iron. What else did it say was in here? We have forestry. We have copper. We have fish. We have coal. We have iron. Where is my fish at? That's what I want to find out right now. I think the fish are down here. I mean, we have a big area of ocean. The fish should be in there somewhere. I don't necessarily want to do that. What if I go... See, if I do farming, like right here, so this area, Bassington, this area is huge. Like, there's no trees or anything like that available. I mean, there's some trees, but not really a whole lot of trees. So this we could actually do with farming. And it's a very, very teeny tiny town. Like, this is the smallest town I've ever seen. So then if we click on our farmer's market, then we can see what we need and what's needed here in the farmer's market and what we would need to grow. In this region, we have fish, oil, and wood. So the only resource really food-wise is fish. But then we can grow the berries, we can grow the vegetables, the grapes, we can grow all of that stuff. There's actually a lot of stuff in here that we can grow. I think we're going to go with this. I think we're going to go with Bassington. And, you know, we have this huge area over here for water. We've got fishing area available. There's a lot available over here. So this is we're going to go here. Huge land. And for me personally, I mean, I've tried doing industry at first. Doing the industry itself, like the logging and all of that kind of stuff, this specialization, the industry specialization, is a little bit harder than what you may think. It really is. Farming, in my opinion, seems to be a little bit easier. So that's what we're going to do for now. So we're going to go ahead and click on ready. So what that does for us is that it opens up stuff like this. It opens up our tech tree. In our tech tree, we have R&D points down here that we can spend. Now, each one of these costs 1 point in order to unlock it. And then we also have our farming area that we have 3 points for, since that's what our specialization is going to be in. It gave us 3 points for that. Now, industry, we still have 1 point, and then logistics, we still have 1 point. So we can do this kind of stuff, but we have to make sure that, you know, you have to make sure that when you're choosing your specialization, that's what you're getting your extra points for. You can still do other stuff, you just get extra points for what your specialization is going to be right off the bat. All right, so what we're going to do is first we're going to look at our main area here. Okay, so I've got the game paused right now, and there's a reason for that. I have the game paused because one, I'm trying to explain stuff, and two, if I have the game run, there are other companies that come in here and start building stuff and everything too, and they take up our resources and utilize the same areas that we're going to be using, which I don't like it, but that's part of the game. So what we're going to do is in our tech tree, so we have a crop farm and we have orchards. So the crop farm, obviously for crops, orchards for like apples and oranges and stuff like that. In the farmer's market, we kind of want to look at what exactly is going to get us the biggest bang for our buck. So apples and oranges, apples and oranges are $3,300. It sells 2 per week, and that's what that is. So it's selling 2 per week. That's what it's requesting. Sorry, it's requesting 2 per week. So we can do apples and oranges, and that'll be in the orchard. Let's see. Vegetables are done in the crop field. Grapes, I want to say, are done in the orchard. Pretty sure it's the orchard. I know that berries and sugar are done in a plantation. Milk and meat are done on a livestock farm, and then that's for fishing. So I think what we'll do is probably the orchard, because the orchard we're going to be able to get the most out of at first. So we'll go ahead and click on that and we'll unlock it. Now, we still have more points available to us. So we can unlock the crop farm if we want to, or we can actually unlock, let's see, down here, this unlocks oranges and vineyards, so we definitely want to do that. Now, the crop farm only gives us wheat in the beginning. So I kind of want to hold off on unlocking that. And I kind of want to look at this. So this has the ability to unlock 5 fields for orchards. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll just unlock this whole thing. And then what it does is this lowers all of this gets unlocked. So lowers the initial cost by 10%, lowers the initial cost of farms by 10%, and so on and so forth. So you can, read that here real quick. Yada, yada. I'm not going to talk through the whole thing. My voice is already getting sore because I think I'm getting sick, which is not good because I'm getting ready to go on vacation. Anyway. So what we want to do now that we have that unlocked, and I understand that, this is probably going on a little bit longer than what you thought it was going to, but I'm just trying to make sure that we all have a sense of how we exactly want to do this. Now, which of course I tried building this, but I can't because it says permit is required. So I have to make sure I go to the region and purchase my permit. Cost me $360,000. Now, the one thing that you'll see for some odd reason is that your competitors will build right next to the town, and in the town. But as you can see, this has a bad influence if you build right on top of the town. So I actually want to take this and I want to build it a little bit further away. And the towns actually grow. And I think that's part of it too, why you don't want to do that, is that the town actually does get bigger as you start to sell stuff in the farmer's market and the stores and everything like that that's in there. So I'm going to take this dirt road, and I actually want to go all the way out here to the water. And then I'm going to put my orchard... I'm actually just going to put it right here on the road. And then I have the ability to put 5 of these down, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 5 apple orchards down. And then I'm going to place another orchard right across the street. And for this orchard, I'm still going to put 5 down, which I can't put them that way, so I need to go there and there. But then what I'm going to do with this second orchard is I'm actually going to go to production, and I'm going to change it to an orange field. And I'm going to go ahead and set that to an orange field. And then I'm going to have one more orchard. Let's see, so that's, I think, 4 across, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to change this product over to a vineyard so we can have grapes. So perfect. So we have one of each orchard now in here. And again, this is one of the reasons why I kind of did, you know, it on a newcomer, because we have a lot of money available to us, so we can kind of do something like this right off the bat. So here we go. Ton of orchards, bunch of orchards, building the orchards, built the orchards. Now, in order for this to grow, it needs water. Obviously. I mean, we have to have water in order to grow crops, right? Yeah, we do. So going back up to the tech tree, we need to grab our water siphon. So we're going to grab that, and we're going to go ahead and unlock it. Close that out. And then go under building construction, go up to gatherers, and then a water siphon. Now, the water siphon doesn't actually have to be on the water, but what you have to make sure of is the area that you see that's highlighted, that's the only area that you can build in for the water siphon. So just like we did with these right here, you saw the area that that was around it. That's the only area that we could place these orchards in. So same with this, we can only have water be harvested. So we have these little harvesters. These harvesters take the water from wherever it is and, you know, take it on to put it in there. So I can put one there. I can't put another one here just because of the way the land is. I can put one there, and then I'll put one there. So that gives me access to 3 harvesters. And then you have to make sure that you connect everything up together. Now, if I were to just take this and go around with it like that, or go like that, it's not actually connected. You have to overlap them. Kind of a pain in the butt. And if you don't, as you saw, we kind of spent some extra money that we didn't need to. So anyway, so what's going to happen is that these harvesters are going to harvest water, and they're going to bring it into the water siphon. Now, from here, we need to choose a destination, and we need to choose a farm, and we're going to have it go to, say, the grapes. Now, I don't have the ability to unlock these yet, so I'm actually going to have to create another water siphon, because I can only have water going into one place, which is unfortunate, but it's the way the game works. So I think what I'll do is I'll have a road come down this way. And then I'll have, let me build another water siphon, say, actually, probably need to have the water siphon like right here. Let me put it right there. So then that gives me 1, 2, 3. And then that can go there, and that can connect up to there. Let me go ahead and demolish that because I don't need it. And then this harvester can go to the orange farm. Actually, I'm going to have this water siphon go to apples because it's a little bit, I mean, it might be a little bit further away, but the next water siphon that I put is going to be even further away than that one is, so that's going to be for the grapes. So let's build one more water siphon. And I don't want to stick it right next to there because I want to be able to build more of these things. So if I put this, say, there, then I can have 2... Oh, crap. 3. So I could do 3 there. Of course, that's going to have to go up and around, but that's all right. Okay. And then I can have this water go to the grapes. So that means that one's going to grapes, that one's going to oranges, and then that one's going to apples. Perfect. So when I actually hit play on the game now, so if we hit play, it's actually going to, it's going to take a minute for this stuff to get started. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and, if I click on the water siphon, you can see how it's, you know, moving on up. And then it gets harvested, gets pulled over here. And then it is going to then automatically take it out of here and deliver it to where it needs to go. And then once this has water, then it starts creating products. Now, just like with what we did with the water, we have to tell these guys where to go. So this game it's kind of micromanaging. Okay, it is micromanaging. It's very micromanaging. Why is this not... Why is that not going anywhere? Is there an issue? Is there a problem? Am I having an issue? I wonder if one of my roads is not connected. Oh, yeah. For some reason, that road didn't connect. I don't know why. Interesting. Okay. Anyway. So, yeah. So, like I was saying, we have to now tell these guys where to take their goods. Now, you can see what just happened over here. So, we have a lumber yard that got popped up. Not entirely sure why there's a lumber yard there. But then you can see now we have a paper mill here and there right next to the town. Like, I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense to me. Especially when you get docked for stuff. I don't know if there's a reasoning behind that. If you know, let me know. But anyway, so I'm going to choose a destination. Now, for this to go over here to the farmer's market, it's actually under commercial. And then I want Bassington Farmer's Market. It's automatically going to assign 3 trucks, and I have 5 trucks available. So I already have 12 oranges saved up already too. So destination, same destination. And then same thing with the grapes. I'm going to choose the destination and same farmer's market. Absolutely perfect and wonderful. Love it. All right. Now, if we go down here and look at our money, you can see how, we've been spending a lot of money. Building upkeep last month, we made no profit. We didn't make any profit on this month now either. But that's all because we haven't been selling anything yet. But now we are starting to sell goods. So our goods get delivered over here to the farmer's market. And then the stuff starts getting sold. And then the town will actually start to grow from items that get sold. So that's good. We actually have a really good start on this already. And it didn't take nearly as long as what I thought it would to get a good start going. I'm really happy about that. Now, the better thing is going to be making sure that we can make money, which we actually did last month. So I do have the game on a fast forward speed right now. It's moving fast. If I were to have the game go at regular speed, this is how fast the game would go. I don't think we would really get anywhere if the game ran constantly at the speed. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. These guys are moving awfully slow. Oh, anyway. But you know what? I really like how this looks, though. The orchards are right here all together. I really kind of wish this was a little different, but it's not, but that's all right. So we have our water, we have our crops, and we're selling goods. And I think I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, definitely going to leave it there. So if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. I am going to be doing a series on this. There's more to come. There's so many more things that we can do with this. There's all of these unlockables that are in here. You've got, for gathering, you've got coal, copper, iron, oil, gas, all of this kind of stuff that's in here. And all of that stuff can be used in the industry plants, the textile plants. We have logistics that we can unlock and more farming. There's a lot of buildings that are still coming soon that haven't even been released yet. So all of that is going to eventually come up whenever they decide to release it. So a lot of fun stuff happening with this game. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, go ahead and do so. There's plenty more where this video came from. And hit that little bell next to the subscribe button to go ahead and get notified when I post a video. Questions, comments, or concerns, put them down in the comment section below. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.